The most successful pirate in history was not a man, but a woman who commanded 80,000 men. Her name was Ching Shih, and this is her true story. It all began around the year 1801 in China. Ching Shih was living a hard life with no future. But her fate changed when she met Ching Shih, the leader of a pirate fleet called the Red Flag Fleet. He wanted to marry her. Ching Shih saw an opportunity and made a bold deal. She agreed to marry him only if she could be his equal partner. She demanded co-command of the fleet and an equal share of all their wealth. Surprisingly, he agreed. Together, they made the Red Flag Fleet bigger and stronger. Then, in 1807, her husband died in a storm. At that time, a widow was expected to have no power. But Ching Shih refused to step aside. She made a brilliant move to secure her position. She formed an alliance with her husband's most loyal commander, a man named Chung Po Tsai. By gaining his support, she gained control of the entire fleet. Everyone knew she was the real boss. Under her command, the pirate fleet grew to an unbelievable size. She commanded over 1,800 ships and more than 80,000 pirates. To give you an idea, the famous pirate Blackbeard had only 4 ships and a few hundred men. Ching Shih's fleet was like a massive floating city. She was not just a commander, she was a ruler. She created a strict set of laws to control her giant army. For example, all treasure had to be registered before it was distributed. Stealing from the common treasure fund resulted in death. She was also surprisingly protective of female captives. Any pirate who harmed a female prisoner was executed. Her power was so immense that empires tried to stop her and failed. The Chinese government's navy, the Portuguese navy, and even the powerful British navy could not defeat her. Ching Shih was simply unbeatable. Finally, in 1810, the Chinese government realized they couldn't win. They offered her a peace deal, but Ching Shih didn't surrender like a loser. She negotiated like a winner. She demanded that she and all 80,000 of her pirates be given a full pardon, and that they be allowed to keep all the money and treasure they had stolen. The government, desperate to end her reign, agreed to all her terms. Ching Shih retired from piracy as an incredibly wealthy woman. She lived the rest of her life in freedom, running her own business, and died peacefully in 1844. She went from having nothing to challenging the world's biggest empires, and won.